Hi everybody, my name is Margaret Masaba, aka Madge, and today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, and the topic is called fasting. So, what is fasting? Fasting is a deliberate, voluntary refrainment from eating food or even drinking water. And fasting is also a natural function. Most of us know fasting from the biblical terms, and fasting in the biblical terms is a way of humbling yourself to God. So today we're going to look at the benefits of fasting. Why do you fast? Why should you fast? Why should I fast? So the reason why you should fast and the benefits are fasting brings you closer to God. This is a time when you fast and you say prayers to God that it explains, like it means the prayer has urgency, and even the angels above are more likely to treat your prayers with urgency and to make them come to fulfillment. It also strengthens prayer. It gives that intention that this prayer of this child, this prayer of this person is in need of immediate action. So the angels and the spiritual bodies gather together and answer your prayer, especially when you're fasting. Also, the benefits of fasting, another one would be, when you fast, it means that you're in solidarity with those people who suffer. You know, there's some people who don't have food to eat in other countries, in other places, in other homes. And when you fast, you actually get to feel the way they feel. How do they feel when they're hungry? And in fasting, you are able to actually show solidarity with those people. Another benefit of fasting is fasting helps you increase self-control. And if you're successful in fasting, you'll discover that you'll have a very good self-control system in your life. If just in case you are an addict, when you practice fasting, you'll realize that you're able to, throw away your addictive tendencies, especially in alcohol, in binging, in just doing everything in excess, unhealthy behaviors. You're able to deter yourself from those things because you already have the fortitude of fasting. And for fasting also, the benefits of it's a way of expressing grief. I remember my mom just passed on and was buried the other day, and I was in so much sorrow and so much grief that I leaned on to fasting so that I can just have a grieving process throughout the whole scenario. So when you're in grief, when you're in sorrow, when you're in despair, when you're commemorating something, fasting is a good process to express your grief. And then also another benefit of fasting is that when you fast, you're able to seek deliverance from difficult situations, from your enemies. You're able to ask for protection. You're able to ask for deliverance from, all those challenging circumstances that are happening in your life. And believe me, at that time of fasting, and when you seek and ask for such situations to, like a protective armor to come over you, surely it actually comes to you. And also fasting, for us ladies, basically a majority of people use fasting for losing weight. Like when you fast, you allow your body to use the excess fat which you already have and make the excess fat work in your body, so breaking them down and giving you a lean figure. So I would recommend it that you practice fasting so that you're able to lose weight. Another thing about fasting, another benefit about fasting, is that it promotes longevity. When you eat less, you live longer. You eat more, your lifespan just gets cut down. Okay? So, and also another benefit of fasting is that it improves your immune system and promotes your brain health. When you realize, like I realize when I'm fasting, that's when my mind is active. I'm able to do this. I actually come up with brilliant ideas just from this simple act of fasting. And so it promotes neural health and also controls inflammatory conditions in the body. And also fasting also helps detoxify your body. Like if your body is filled with all the toxins, when you fast, your body clears off all the toxins. And ladies, when you fast, as your body gets detoxification, actually it can clear your pimples and your acne. So this is a show way of trying it out, and especially during this time of isolation and people are in the house, it's also a good time to take this up and see the benefits and how it can help you. Also, like fasting, I think that would be my 11th benefit. Fasting also contributes to self-enhancement. It helps people feel more connected to life. You feel like, okay, this is happening. You become aware of your situation, and you become also aware of other people's problems, other people's what they go through, especially the people who are hungry and the people who don't have food to eat. It enhances your humility, it enhances your self-control. It's actually self-enlightening. And you can even discover other realms. You're more receptive to receive information, be it spiritual, be it intuitive information. So you discover you are enhanced as a person. Now, I'm going to give you also some other tips that you should consider, when you decide to fast in order to reap the benefits. So you can do a dry fast where you have no food. Or you can do a wet fast where you eat no food, but you can drink water. And also another caution like I would put out there would be, when you're breaking your fast, break it gently, Don't after fast eat a big huge meal. No, your body will probably reject it. Actually, just start with fruits, vegetables, or just a light drink. And then another thing is that do not fast if your health is compromised, okay? I am no doctor, but just take necessary precautions before you fast, because it's also a rigorous exercise and it needs a lot of consideration. So don't do fasting if your health is compromised. Another thing that I would highly advise as I conclude is that try not to advertise the fact that you're fasting, okay? Well, I'm saying this because I know of a verse in the Bible, in the New International Version Bible, about fasting, and it goes like, it's Matthew chapter 6 verse 16, I think, to 18. And it says, when you fast, do not look somber as the hypocrites do, for they disfigure their faces to show others they are fasting. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you fast, put all oil on your head and wash your face, so that it will not be obvious to others that you're fasting, but only to your Father who is unseen. And your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. So those are the benefits of fasting, and I hope you take it up and let me know how it goes. Thank you.